Hey Hoopers, thanks for joining me. It's Meg from HooperFit, and this is the HooperFit Hoop Challenge for 2015. I think we're on day 6. Yes, day 6. Wow, time is flying by. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new or if you've been here since the first day, thank you so much, and welcome to all the newcomers. Okay, so today is Tuesday. I often do a tutorial Tuesday on my main HooperFit page on Facebook. If you haven't checked that out yet, please feel free to hop over to HooperFit and give it a like and track down through my tutorials. These can all be found on my YouTube channel as well. And all of my social links, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of that can be found on my main website built by my husband. Shout out to you, honey, thank you. At hooperfit.com. Okay, so today's tutorial. Let me grab my hoop. We're going to do some escalators, okay? So we've got a wide range of hoopers in the challenge. We've got some beginners, one gal, oh gosh, I was just speaking to her the other day, 3 weeks she's been hooping. So brand newbie, which is awesome. And we've had hoopers that are very experienced. So I'm gonna try and mix it up and give you some alterations that can fit everybody. So today we're gonna work on the escalator. I have a pretty light hoop here. It's the 5/8 poly, but please feel free to do this with any hoop you're comfortable with. You can do this with a beginner 1-inch hoop as well, okay? Be careful because we may get some bruising, but that means we're having fun, right? Okay, so escalator. I'm gonna start on my right hand. I'm gonna take my hoop vertically. I'm gonna step back here so you guys can see my feet. I'm gonna put it to the right, and I'm gonna get my right leg. I'm gonna put it in front, and I'm gonna put it inside my hoop. I'm gonna step back here a little bit. And I'm going to scoop my toes underneath here. You see those toes? Perfect. So here, okay? You aren't going from behind, okay? Although I've never tried a reverse one. That could be fun. But today, leg out and in, scoop that toe. We're going to get a little bit of tension here on our hoop by feeling some pressure on the inside here so we can get a bit of a swing and a hinge point. So I'm going to start off with your basic escalator, okay? So what we're doing is a little pressure here, and we're going to kick it up to my other hand. Now I did that pretty fast. I'm doing my first one from the right side up to my left hand, okay? And I like to finish mine with a lasso. So I've always was taught that you should know the beginning and the end of a trick. So I've taught you how to get into it, and we're going to get out of it into a lasso on our left hand. So I want you to practice a lasso in your left hand if you've never done that before. Okay, so and all of these basic other skills I'm learning within this skill can be found on my YouTube channel. So lasso, and I'm hooping outward. Open hand, keep that thumb down, okay? Perfect. So you can also, if you don't want to finish with the lasso, you can just stop it and hold it vertically or horizontally. I recommend horizontally so that eventually you can graduate up into the lasso, okay? But let's break that down again. So our hoop is in our right hand, our leg is going in front, and pardon me, of course, if you prefer left, please do the opposite of me. You would grab your left leg would go in front and back. Same idea, okay? But I'm going to show you on the right. It's my strong side. On the right, leg forward and in. I'm going to create a bit of that tension. Biggest thing to remember here is to lift your other leg. So your pressure, your weight wants to be on this leg that you're causing the tension for your hoop with your inside of your leg. So lift this leg, and I recommend lifting up as opposed to out. Okay, and what I mean by out is kicking your leg forward, okay? You want to lift that knee up. I find it just gets it up out of the way. Some people will do this, and that back foot can get in the way when your hoop is swinging around. So a little troubleshooting here. Up, okay? So make sure you have some good balance there first, okay? So we're gonna have some tension on our hoop. I'm gonna do a little pull back and a bit of a flick with my hand, okay? And as soon as I do that, I'm gonna lift this leg, okay? So flick, and right over here, as I brought it up, I'm getting ready to catch with my other hand. So a lot to think about here. Tension over here on my right arm against my right leg. As soon as I toss it or flick it forward, I'm going to lift my other leg and get my other hand ready. And your ready hand may change based on what hoop size you have, how tall you are, and how your body does this trick. Some people may grab it quite low, and some people's toss might send their hoop up quite high, and they might catch it way up here, okay? So there's no right and wrong in this sort of area. It depends where your hoop goes, okay? So here we go, a little tension here. I've got my weight on my right leg a little bit more than my left. I'm gonna flick it forward, catch here when I lifted my leg, and I'm going into a lasso to finish, okay? Okay, I hope I'm not talking too fast. That's one of my habits, my bad habits. But here we go. That's the first one. Next one we're going to do is we're actually going to catch it in our right hand, our same hand. And I see this one a lot. I learned the one I just showed you first, so that's what I'm going with. But we're going to go right hand. We're going to, same idea, we're going to lift our leg, but we're not going to worry about catching it this time with our left. We're going to basically just keep hanging onto it with our right. So we lift our leg and we bring it out in front. I'm going to show you this one from the side because it will give you a better idea of what this arm is doing. So watch this arm, okay? So I'm doing my starting point the same way. A little bit of tension here, and I lift my leg, and I'm sweeping it out in front and going into a lasso. Okay. Then you may find this one a little easier to catch on to in the beginning, so perhaps start with this one if you're having troubles with the other one I just showed you, and then work your way up to the hand switch. You can also do a hand switch once you have it up in your right hand, which is a great little graduated step as well. So what I mean by that is you could do your right hand one, and then toss it over, maybe not toss, dip your left hand up into the lasso and grab it from there, okay? So those are a few things to work with your escalator. If this is a bit too advanced for anybody, then I'm going to give you an alternate, okay? So what you can do is do your waist hoop, and I have this. This is one of my favorite little hinge moves I do in a lot of my pieces and my personal improvising on stage. It fixes a lot of my whoopses, which I probably shouldn't have told you because now I've given away my secret. But the basic waist hoop, we're going to angle hinge, and what you want to do is as you angle hinge, you're going to angle hinge your hoop the same way it's hooping. So I hoop left, so I'm going to angle hinge to my left with my left arm, and it's going to hinge on my right body. And this is my waist hinge. So I guess maybe we could call it a waist escalator. I've never called it that. I've always just called it my waist hinge, right to left. Okay, I do have a tutorial breakdown of this on my YouTube. Okay, but this is a great alternate if you're finding the escalators a bit too mind-boggling. Okay, I have some more complicated ones I will review at a later date. I hope that helps people and that you enjoy it. And I would love for you to comment and share any of your videos. That would be amazing. But I also want to give out a huge shout out and a thank you to all the people that have commented and on the videos, on the posts we've been doing the last 6 days or 7 days. I guess I did a pre-post. It's just so great to get to know everybody and to see what you think. And I'm just so glad you guys are having fun. My name's Meg. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.